No, someone's actually creating a vest that you wear.
Yeah.
That has full tactile response. So if you're playing like a shooter or anything like that, it actually like push pressure.
Makes it feel like you're dying from bullet wounds.
Right, well, no, stuff like that. There's actually there's a lot of really cool stuff that we're doing with that.
But it's not even like, well, Oculus, for instance, there's a guy on YouTube that shows off like Oculus tech demos, like really weird ones. Right. Like, there was one recently where someone just put together the South Park town from The Stick of Truth, and you could just walk around the South Park town and like talk to all of the characters.
Oh,
and they were just like
awesome.
they were just 2D plane versions of the South Park characters, and they just kind of like twisted to like stay in front of you. But you can still like walk up to all the people, and you can go within the church and then go down to hell and stuff like that. And it was actually pretty cool. You know, and I'm sure that probably didn't take that long for that person to put together. So I hope that when Project Morpheus comes out, there's a lot of like free-to-play stuff, like little free-to-play tech demos and fun stuff like that. But I'm really excited for Project Morpheus, and I hope it takes off. And I have a feeling next generation, whatever that is, will be the true VR generation, not this next one.
Yeah, this is budding. I mean, because we saw. I hope it doesn't happen with what we've seen, like with Xbox and the Kinect falling out with it now.
Yeah.
It's going to be really rough at first, and I hope they don't get scared away and wind up ditching it. Especially its support, because that would just be really sucky.
Yeah, because that's what happened with PlayStation Move. Ethan R, thank you for your friend request, man. He subscribed to us on YouTube, he followed us on Twitch, now he friend requested us, so Ethan R, thank you so much, man, really appreciate that.
I love your furniture.
Pete had a good point. War Thunder would be crazy on Project Morpheus.
Just like any flight game, like the one that keeps showing off is
a driving game. That'd be wild.
Drive Club. Oh my god, Drive Club.
You'd be able
so
to
amazing.
look around, but keep the car going wherever you want. It's.
Oh, could you turn back on that line real quick?
Yes, Racer. They do.
Oh, it's on. Don't worry.
Is this Aaron?
Oh, I wrote it backwards.
Hey, Aaron. Third time's the charm. Hey, it works. Aaron, you made it, man.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
It's all right. What do you want to talk about, man?
Hey, dude, what do you think about the Elder Scrolls Online, dude? As opposed to how it compares to like Skyrim or something like that.
Okay, well, I think that they did themselves a disservice. The game looks solid for the most part. It's just that people don't want to spend $60 and then also continue with a monthly fee. And you know, if it is, and I think a lot of people also expected Skyrim, just Skyrim, like online version. That's not what it is. So you know, it's unfortunate that they couldn't kind of put their message out there the way it should have been put out there. But that doesn't mean it's not going to take off at some point. It still has to come to PS4. It still has to come to Xbox One. And if it does, and they get the price right, they might see a resurgence in people that become attached to that game, as opposed to like Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn, which from the very beginning, a lot of people were getting it for free, getting a month for free, and then finally having to pay a monthly fee. A lot of people just jumped on just because of that, and then they got addicted. That's the way to go. You got to get people in there, get them addicted, and then they'll continue going. I only played Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. I thought it was really cool. I love the old school Final Fantasy vibes with the music and the chocobos. It seemed like a really solid entry into the online Final Fantasy space.
But that said, the whole idea behind Elder Scrolls Online actually has a lot of really cool premises that are really underappreciated, I feel like, in most aspects of, you know, MMOs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You get a lot of these fanboys of like you get a lot of these people that are like all, you know, true to like, you know, classic, you know, MMOs, and they don't realize that the game space is completely changing. These companies need to introduce it to a completely new market in order to make it a viable, you know, platform, a viable piece of software.
Yeah.
You know, so they have to do things and maybe water things down and change it up. But people, especially MMO people, and you know how they are, a lot of guys, and I'm sure you do, Aaron, if you ever play MMOs, you kind of know a lot of these people that play MMOs for a long time, they get really hardcore with it.
Yeah.
You know, they're, you know, most of them are PC gamers, and they're very elitist. They feel like, you know, they need to stick to the way that it's been done for a long time.
Hey, Aaron.
That's a good point.
What's your opinion on the MMO space right now? Like, what's your favorite? What are you looking forward to?
Well, to be honest, man, I'm kind of a new gamer, dude. So, you know, I'm working on my PhD and just kind of playing here and there to stay sane, dude. But I just started playing Destiny, which is pretty cool. I thought that was pretty badass. And Skyrim, of course, is badass, but it wasn't an MMO. But yeah, I'm looking forward to you know, maybe playing some more games at some point.
I mean, if you want to try and get into MMO space, try out Final Fantasy 14 and Realm Reborn because it has an easy
Fanboy.
I'm sorry, but it's easy for people to get into
Yeah.
because it's a much lower cost. And coming from a new gamer like Aaron, he might want to have a little bit of a test run. You know, he might want to try out something like Final Fantasy 14, which is free at the beginning for if you find like a deal. And then there are also a bunch of PC games that are free to play, like overall, and the microtransactions kind of take over. So you just got to kind of like do your research and figure out what works for you, Aaron.
So being a new gamer, what do you have?
What do I have in terms of games?
Systems
Systems wise.
Do you PC?
Just a PS4.
Just PS4. Okay. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. Well, welcome into the gaming space. I hope you continue watching the show and we can kind of keep you informed
I'm
on
assuming
what's
you
coming.
haven't played it. Play The Last of Us HD.
Yes.
No, never, dude.
That game was one of the best games last generation, if not the best. So that comes
Really?
out on the 29th, remastered for the PS4. Definitely check that one out.
Badass, man. Well, I appreciate your show, dude. You guys are amazing.
All right, thanks so much,
Thanks,
Aaron.
All right, peace, brother.
See ya.
Here's something cool.
Real cool guy there. Thank you so much, Aaron.
Okay.
Good luck on your PhD. That's
I
a
want
huge
to see
accomplishment.
more calls like that.
That's a great
Something like
call.
that.
Excellent call. Love new gamers. Love people coming into this industry, in this space.